What's up? Chilling. Yeah. Oh, I like that. I like that. I like that camera change. I could go in there and you could see my tiny hands. Press this and be like, yeah. Here you see the iPhone 3 in its original form. You touch it, right? You touch it, and the screen lights on. 333, make a wish. So yeah, today I woke up at like noon last night. They tried to fucking drug me and shit in this shit. They tried to do some stupid shit inside this room yesterday. I caught these cucksuckers at the door blowing shit inside the room. I caught them going as I'm turning the fucking edge of the hallway into my room. I'm guessing they're just faded people who are drugged out. They can't, they have poor time dilation. And I caught them doing some stupid shit at the doorway to the room. And I told my dad, yo, there's like some white powder accumulating places. And I don't know if it's flesh, dust, or something external. And we could conclude that it's something external. Because when you are a smart guy, you clean. Or you brush things off, certain things off, you clean them. And then based on the accumulation, you could tell that there's foreign powders. So let's keep doing surveys because I'm into a couple today. I need to make surveys now because Bitcoin is down and there's only 21 million Bitcoin, or so they say. So before they run out, 40 cents, $1, 50 cents, whatever the fuck that shit is, I need to grab some, especially when it's low like now. Because me, I want it like a bear. I want Bitcoin at 10,000, deep in the hole, liquidating everyone, shorts, liquidating everyone. Just everyone getting rid of their Bitcoin is what I would want right now. Because I'm not letting go of mine. I don't have greed. If you don't have greed, you're somewhat on the free. So, since yesterday I made some Bitcoin. $1 Bitcoin's all right. I played a video game. Saw a video game that I played yesterday. That game. To play that game and get to where I got, which was Arena 4, they gave me $1. So that's what I do. Like sometimes, how do you call it? Websites keep, thanks to Bitcoin being up, started dying. Like the useful, good websites started dying, and opportunities slowly come in, but then new ones come out. Like opportunities come out, but then new opportunities suddenly come in. So you have to just sit there and do them. And I'm currently exploiting one that doesn't pay that much because I could obviously go out there and try to make $30 on one, but I got a particular account on this particular website that gives me instant transactions. So and you take that into consideration because they're instant. Now, because between now and January, the guy's having a slight problem, or the website's having a slight problem, and they're not automatically instant. Like when you press the button, you get the transaction, but they're still under 20 minutes, and that's valuable, and it has a low withdrawal. So all you want is to take advantage of the crypto early in small denominations, as low as possible. BTC in the dip of the day, dip of the month, dip of the year. And as long as you don't let go of it, you'll be fine for the rest of your fucking life. So yeah, last night I caught these cocksuckers doing some stupid shit at the door of my room. I was walking in the darkness, I came through and I caught them going blowing the fucking powder. And I came in the room I went back, came in the room, grabbed a paper towel, put it on my head, grabbed the fan, put the fan out the doorway, and started, taking a rag and, how do you call it? Taking a bed sheet and hitting my bed with the bed sheet, just to make sure that the general area that I'm in, isn't coated with the shit. I don't fucking get my body full of whatever these cocksuckers are doing, because these guys are doing drugs. It could have been ashes, could have been drugs, could have been cropped up pills, could have been fentanyl, could have been a bunch of shit. And during the process of me cleaning, I caught some of it, and it smelled like dog piss. I don't know why drug dealers would sell dog piss, but it smelled like dog piss. And it stayed like in my sinuses, and I could smell it. I'm like, that smells like fucking piss. They did some mentally ill prisoner jail style shit. You know how if you're like the CEO in a prison, and prisoners, the people that deserve to be in jail, do stupid shit, like eat their poop, fling poop, leave poop in the doorway or whatever, fuck with food that they're not gonna eat, just to make people do, just to get people ill or sick or whatever. That's where they are, blowing some type of baby powder with some piss in it or some stupid shit like that. So I did the same thing that I did before, which was clean my lungs with the iodine. I did it again. I sat there, created a new solution, water and iodine, breathed it in, laid down, used my iPad, had a soda, ate, did a couple things. Coughing fit came out because, the iodine will start dissolving and breaking down this shit at the sinuses. So I coughed along, cleaned my throat, just spitting out, coughing and spitting out whatever the fuck was in my esophagus and my lungs. And went to bed, passed out quickly, and I could still sort of smell it, but went to bed like nothing, passing the fuck out. I'm not gonna put water in my nostrils, because I could do other shit, like I could just take a turkey baster and wet my sinuses, but I was giving myself antibacterial respiratory tract treatment. I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna wet my nose, because I could just take a turkey baster and just clean my sinuses like nothing. Just basically tip the head, put water in the turkey baster, and just start forcibly cleaning my nostrils. But I didn't do that. I'm like, yeah, just keep the antibacterial shit. But it smelled like dog piss, literal dog piss. After turning on the fan and just trying to make sure that whatever the fuck these cocksuckers have blown in my room is out of the room, blowed it out. Because I have a fan, and the fan blows outside, so I was trying to just grab some. It's a small fan that blows outside, and I was trying to grab the big fan, the big table desk fan that's next to my iMac, and just blow it out the door, fuck it, out there, and then just trying to with a brush dust everything lightly on top, just to make sure that whatever the fuck I don't touch. And then after doing all that, I went and took a shower, so I got it off my head or whatever the fuck they did. I got rid of it. And then this morning, the residue of that shit was still sort of here, but today it's out. It's not there. What they did sort of slipped out. The body moved it as I was sleeping, and it was kind of here, but I got it out. It's not there anymore. And I've eaten like a monster this morning. This morning I've had fucking cheese. I've had pepperoni. I had one disc of salami that was disgusting. I didn't like it. I had 2 oven roasted chicken drumstick at 500 degrees for an hour with an onion and a lot of salt. Salt is healthy for me. You know, I'm a guy from the ocean, so. Oh God, this one didn't work. I'm a guy from the ocean, so salt for me, I've basically sat in the water for a whole year, so you know for a fact that my body's accustomed to being really salty. But in this house, salt is scarce. And in the past, they have mixed table salt with fake salt. And it's about to happen again. There's currently iodized salt out there in the kitchen, which I've been using to cook. I've been using to season whatever the heck I've cooked with my amount of salt, just to get that salt in that body, because, you know, my body needs salt. I'm not some fucking person that's like HPB ill motherfucker. That's what they're trying to make here. People in this house are trying to make you mold into whatever fad diet they got. Whatever medical problem they got, they want to make sure you either got it or are experiencing the same treatment. You know. And like I said, like I've talked about it before, my mom's been, you know, my mom's the reason why most of my fucking gut flora is dead, because over the last 9 years, I've slowly stopped eating red meat, replaced red meat with chicken and fish, and there's no gluten. Well, and obviously, you can't mix food with gluten and food without gluten, because food without gluten doesn't move in the system. You understand what I'm saying? Food without gluten is food that takes a long time for a fucking reason in the intestine. You know, for a long fucking time. And then pair that, then consider my insides extremely constipated. Pair that with people trying to blow dope at your face or heroin, you know, slowing your intestines even down further, and then on top of contaminating the home with likely heroin, locking themselves in the bathroom when you got a shit, or just locking themselves in the bathroom. And you got the current situation, because a man's brain, you know, when you're on the street and you've been homeless like I was for such a long time, when you got to take a shit, people are considerate. If you're sitting in line waiting at a Starbucks to go take a shit, people in there, go in there, making a line to go to Starbucks, can't stay in there 25 minutes. They're in there to push the shit out of their rectum, wipe their ass, and move it on. You know? And obviously, in this house, I've grown accustomed that if the bathroom is occupied, your brain switches off that ability to poop, because there's only 2 bathrooms, and one of them is often under locked doors, meaning you have to go get a knife and unlock the door and then go to the other bathroom. And then pair this with people that are attacking your spine or like to poke you, touch you in certain places, trying to hurt you in very narrow spaces, and then make them obese so that you have a little difficulty getting from point A to point B with them in the middle, and the likelihood of them attacking you when you are pus guard. You're not on guard, you're pus guard. You know, you're, you know, to their back. And that's what's happening in this house. You know, that's bottom down the shit that's happening here. And me, I've developed only a trait to consuming certain shit. I do eat leftovers, but I try to be cautious with the leftovers, or I'm conscious with the leftovers that I'm consuming based on their fermentation of food, based on their shit consumption. Because they, in my opinion, they eat shit. They're not people that eat good food, or they're not people that are considerate of other people's food. They're not considerate. They're not thinking that someone else is going to eat from that too. You know. out there to destroy the food. If you check in the cooler where the potatoes are wet, stomped on. The vegetables are fucked up. Vegetables in this house are tattered, torn, and they were once new. It's like people like to fuck with the food, and they stopped doing it. But before, they had some thing about putting fingers in the food. Fingers, and you could see the actual acrylic nail in the food. I don't know. We're talking about, let's say you have a bag of hot dog buns or a bag of hamburger buns. 2 or 3 of them are gonna have a fingernail. They're gonna forcibly, or they used to. They stopped doing that. I haven't checked if they're still doing the shit that they used to do. We're talking about forcibly puncturing a bun to make it look like it's consumed or that it's theirs, just testing it or fucking with the food. You know? And you could tell. Now that type of shit is fucking obvious. If they're fucking with the food, if they're eating the chips or putting water in Doritos, or breaking Doritos and putting in water, people in this house do really mischievous, really disgusting, really devilish shit. You know, they're devils. These people, the people that live here, when they die in their conscience, God is not going to get them in heaven, because sin is their MO. I'm holy. I care about the person next to me. A hobo, a homeless person in the street is more considerate and has more heart than the people that live here. Homeless people don't vandalize your shit. Homeless people aren't actively looking to hurt you, looking to constipate you, they're rather the opposite. They're looking to take care of you. People in this house are looking to harm. And they have a really long docket, FBI crazy shit. I'm going to post a little excerpt of the memorandum that I posted here. I have a little FBI memorandum. This is the memorandum I got on my family since I started recognizing that they were losing it. And I wrote it not a long time ago, but it's really long. So I'm gonna just a little of the excerpts written from here, because I wrote a memorandum, for the federal authorities for the things that they have already done, and my relationship with Daniel Hernandez and how they played out and what they did when I traveled, when I was with Danny or whatever. The people that live here are bad. They want to be gangsters. They want to be thugging. They're going to be thugging in jail. I'm not going to do anything to them. I'm not going to, put some fucking soap on the ground so that they fall and crack their hip. I'm going to just keep it chill and finish my doctorate and do what I got to do. So, read a little bit of the memorandum. Maybe read it all. It's 23 pages long. 0 offenders in question include Rosa, which is my mom, my sister, which is not here, which almost killed my mom out of some spider rage, 2 obese ladies fighting like hippos in the water, my brother, the drug dealer that's down in the basement, or the person that's suffering from certain shit, with guns in the house, with drugs in the house, just bad. Other people from the street, which are tied to my grandmother's location in Puerto Rico, 2 people there, and right there, estates, because I'm Special Agent Roman Bonilla. Unknown DOB and social security numbers, all capable of giving fake names and matching social security numbers. What am I saying there? I'm saying that they have a possibility of taking advantage of the law, lying to the law with a fake name, with a matching SNN. How do I know this? Because I heard them. How do I know this? How do I put 2 and 2 together? Because At least 3 of the offenders in question have been arrested multiple times, and they should have done life in jail already, but they're still free. And one of the offenders in question, which is my sister, I overheard when she was getting arrested during the times that I was being stalked before going to the military and doing certain things, and she was giving a fake name to the cop, and the cop was putting her in cuffs, and I overheard it as I sat in my university doing my homework, because I'm completely oblivious of what people do. I don't care. But these people are out there looking to take not only my life, but my sight, my ability to be mobile, just bad. People that need good imprisonment, solid imprisonment. And I'm so safe, I could probably go live with Daniel Hernandez in Miami, Florida. Easily. With the feds. Like, oh, what's up? Yeah, man, we got him. I got him for you, my guy. Because that's what I want to do. All the pain and suffering me and 6ix9ine went through, I want to put them all in jail. Just like he already put some in jail, I want to put them all in jail. From my side. The people that I observed doing shit. To Kanye West, to Kim Kardashian. I want to lock them up. For good. Just like, kilo bricks in the hand, money in the hand. Looking to take money from a celebrity to get roped by the DEA. I want him out of society for good. Just like, bop, lock the door. I'm the CEO. Drop the keys to the next guard next to me and walk away. See them get locked up. That's how down I am with that gang shit. So, I saw there we go. We're going to keep going with the memorandum. Memorandum is 25 pages long. And that's for the AG and the DA to take my information and absorb it. Because it's my family we're talking about. We're not talking about no stranger in the street. We're talking about a couple strangers in the street, but a couple strangers in the street that are too obvious and have already been caught talking to the DEA. You know, like I mentioned in previous videos, people that are the murderers and the snitches, or attempted murder in the street because they're talking to the feds, or they got the feds on the line, or the DEA on the line because they're involved in trafficking and shit. So, I'm technically informing on a special agent or 2 possible informants in this particular, or maybe even more than 2 possible informants, because one could say that my family are also informants, but they have lived a little bit too fast with my money, a little bit too fast. They've lived, done too shit. They haven't been cautious with what they do. They've been getting a little reckless. I saw both my mother and my sister get arrested between 2010 and 2012, before and after the Occupy movements within Wall Street and Zuccotti Park movements as protesters. I seen them. I got eyeballs. I'm not blind. Also in Miami, Florida. Specifically when my sister, one time I woke up from Miami Beach and I saw her there. But I played dead. I played possum. I wasn't going to approach her because they were using makeup. My sister, my mom, when approaching me in certain periods, they were utilizing makeup to disguise themselves, make them look sick, using tons of purple, tons of yellow. They were trying to disguise their existing look as they were stalking me state to state. Specifically, Rosa L, one time I woke up in Miami Beach, sleeping on the sand to return to work. Because what I've done in my entire life was basically, all that I'm doing right here is basically do a couple surveys. Shower, to the laundromat, pass out on the beach. That's how I exist. I wake up, get coffee, sit on the computer, make money, couple cents, couple dollars, $3, $4, $20, $100 on the internet or whatever, and then have fun. And then pass out wherever the fuck I want to pass out. I did that for over 8 years of my life. I did that because of these people that want to just kick you out whenever they want. And I'm a doctor, and I'm a doctor of private, and I got 3 degrees, bachelor, master, and a doctorate. And I'm still doing what made me successful. Or I'm still doing what made my wealth. 60 cents by 60 cents. Like Judah. Call me Judas. I am Judas, baby. I am the Judas. Alright. So I caught my sister one time from Miami Beach, sleeping on the sand to return to work. Or to the nearest Starbucks. I'm guessing she was making a scene. because they got arrested in Miami Beach. I saw my sister get arrested in Miami Beach. Or police were protecting me. You know, bystanders caught the commotion, and the cops were called on the people that were stalking me. As I slept, someone called the cops on one of them for being too close to me, my skateboard, and my backpack outside as I slept. I remember I looked from Miami Beach and Nikki Beach, and I looked that way, and I seen my sister get arrested forcibly, big fucking fat sister that I got, forcibly by cop getting out of the Walgreens, just like putting her on the ground, and she was likely then giving fake names and fake social security numbers. She was utilizing extreme fraud to protect themselves from the law, which is the same thing traffickers and foreign illegals do when they get caught trafficking drugs, and they give a fake name and they give a fake address and they give a fake social security number, and then they're let go, or they escape during trial and nobody knows from them ever again. You understand what I'm saying? That's what foreign illegals do in this country. Fake name, fake social security number, that both of them shits match. They get arrested with a kilo of dope. They get arrested with a bunch of money. They talk to the police officer and they don't say the truth. And the police officer has matching information, meaning he may not have the picture, but the shit matches. And they walk away, or they go to jail for whatever drugs or for whatever crime they committed. They come out and they get a new ID, a new SSN, and they memorize that shit. And the fucking concept of that fraud and that criminality continues until they're from 18, 16, 17, that they've been doing massive crimes that everyone knows that they're massive criminals until they're 30, 31, 32, 40 years old doing this shit. Rich as hell, fake names, rich as hell off the crimes, armed robbery with a gun, and they're still out there doing the same shit. Well, that's where we were. We're right there. Saw my sister get arrested, woke up my backpack, massive beard, and kept on my dad saw it. And I'm ignoring them. I'm not gonna. They're just trying to bring you out. They know you're successful. They know you're hanging out with Tony Hawk. You're a bum. Hanging out with Tony Hawk. Hanging out with 6ix9ine. Got Lady Gaga on your ass. Got fucking Kourtney Kardashian down the street. Kim Kardashian down the street on the 4th, 5th floor. Fat Joe came out to see you. They're leaving you actual food near the dumpster so that you grab and eat. Because I was smart. I used to dumpster dive and look whatever. I used to find gallons of liquor, drink. I had a lot of fun in Miami. My way of living was, if I don't have $3 to eat a liter of milk and have a bunch of cookies, I'm gonna find my food. And I did find my food. I found more than my food. I found a lot of shit. Hold on. So when I started my educational journey, I was a student at the University of Phoenix, the location of Newport, New Jersey, since 2012. I remember clearly the 2006 Explorer, VIN number that I got right there, parked right next to the college for nearly a week, meaning they knew that I was in the area and they would mobilize the criminality wherever I went. They were making scenes and getting arrested at time with signs, like poster signs, like protesters and shit. And at times follow me around with their car at 2006 Blue Explorer. I didn't bother to approach him at all. My grandmother was with them, and they continued, and I continued my day as they kept resisting arrest or being violent and aggressive. After I have on their terms left because they told me, because I'm guessing 2009, late 2010, they said the same thing they always do in a moment's notice. Oh, you gotta go. And I used to just take it serious, take it personal, grab my shit and go. stuff that I'm not doing now. Those conversations have happened before here, but they're not paying. They're not doing it with the force that they used to do it. Before they used to tell me to go and sort of act violent and scare me and corner me in a room or do some stupid shit for no reason whatsoever. I used to pack my shit and go. Now that happens for no reason whatsoever. Sometimes maybe they tell me to go, but I never leave. And it's because I'm telling them that there's shit happening in the house. Basically, if I tell my mom, yo, the house smells like cannabis, yo, stop. This has to stop. She tell me, oh, you gotta go. You know, like whenever I tell her, whenever I tell her that something is wrong, she takes it as a sign of disrespect and wants me gone. But there's something is wrong, and she's 60. It's like a little cuckoo. My mother is like a little fucking, like a little nut job. But it stopped. Maybe like 3, 4 times that shit's happened. Wait, hold on. I'll be right back. All right. So yeah, they follow me. They follow me around with the 2006 Explorer, down to getting me arrested because they were looking for a fabrication. Not only they were looking for a fabrication, but the people from the hood and the other people that are within this affidavit or memorandum were also looking for a fabrication. If I slept somewhere that was sort of negligent of me to sleep, and I had like a no trespassing sign within the New York City area, I caught them calling and the cops came. Just based on me sleeping. They were following me around, recognizing that I had expensive things in my property or my belonging, and utilizing them every day, obviously for travel, for food. Or they saw me working in the computer every day, and these people started getting greedy and envy and just in problems. Later on, to the point that they were dumping the food that I was supposed to find in the garbage. I caught the two people that are in the affidavit, the first two people that I mentioned in connection with the shit that they've done, dumping the food. The fried chicken, the fucking chicken nuggets that I used to find because I was a good fucking hunter. Me, I'll find chicken nuggets in the dumpster. Uneaten, ready to eat. Just Popeyes, and they just throw that shit out. I find it, eat it. With a bag. Like that. And not all of them, obviously, take a couple, 6, 7, 8 of them. Take them out and chew them. Kind of cold, but they fried them today. It's just waste. Every single place that I attacked for food, not attacked, but I pursued, I found food. I found food like that. Just like, whoop, found food. Chinese places, Chinese takeout, cinema, popcorn, Rite Aid food, Papa John's. I was an active hunter. And I ate for free for a significant amount of time, thus leading me to have all this money. That's why I'm rich, because I'm not out there spending $5. Why? Why do I not spend $5? Because to me, time is money. I'm not going to spend I'm not going to make $3 a day, or take $30 that took me 6 months to spend it in one day. That's how I learned to be a better man, a better person. All right. They told me to leave a third time. They told me to leave a third time in 2010. So imagine how many times the vicious circle, oh, you got to go, and me take it for granted and take it serious, and me have to go again. Right here I state, I must have left this house since I got here in 2009 3 times. And each time they've gotten violent and aggressive. And at the time of writing this, I was 35. That was last year. I'm 30. I'm 36 now. It's time for me to document my experience to the best of my ability for my personal security in and out of their home, where I believe my life, my freedom, my personal property is at risk from these individuals that I don't think they are my real family and have no control. It's that, basically a couple things. That's the introduction, and it gets 20-page deep. These are narrated experiences or the evidence that I've accumulated on their attitude. Both informants, DEA informants, aren't nationalized, and they are from Dominican Republic and are associated with a federally wanted drug trafficker so-and-so. Because people online know about certain drug dealing relationships, verifiable sources on the dark web and on the internet link people with certain people, and we know who they're linked to. Or I personally know who they're linked to, so I name them so that they know these guys are tied to this wanted person. Like a structure. You get a structure, you put this guy in the head. These two are related to this motherfucker. And these two are that particular informant has all my friends tied into his drug shit. Each and every one. We're talking about giving my friends giving him 30 grand out of pocket like it was nothing on the street. Stolen money in front of us after robbing us. People that you thought were good people from good family. That's what I'm saying. I'm giving life to a bunch of people, just like 6ix9ine did. Life. Wash my hands clean like Pilates. People that I know since I was 6, 7 years old. Robbery just because I'm with rich people and I shouldn't be with rich people. I moved up too fast. I can't be with people who are drip. People, giving me free drip. I became part of an inner circle. I became part of an inner circle, and they can't stand that. People from PR ain't nobody. And any one of them, from fucking Jennifer Lopez to Mark Anthony, are tied in that drug distribution shit. None of them escapes clean from that shit. And that's what's happening here. Utilizing me and who I know to make money, sell money, take money, rob, do shit behind my back. Because I'm getting close to the bigger ones. I'm fucking sitting with Taylor Swift at night. Understand what I'm saying? I'm sitting with Taylor Swift at night. And they hate that. Puerto Ricans can't do that. Some bum off the street that is now a star because he made some music can't fucking do what I do. Can't just sit there and chill with Taylor like I did. And they envy you because of that. Puerto Ricans envy you because of that. So let's keep going. But they're stupid in the head. They're cuckoo. They're dumb motherfuckers. And I'm an American, a proud American. I care about my safety and security, and I care about my celebrity friends. Because they're a threat, like I mentioned before. They're a threat to every single celebrity I've ever met. They'll go get on their knees and suck penis to get some money. They'll get on their knees and tug on the wrong stick. All right. Where did I see these persons? At my home, spotted without me and without my consent. Newport, New Jersey, Saddlebrook, New Jersey, Miami, Florida, Miami Beach, New York City, Zuccotti Park, Wall Street,